All right, today we're jumping into a really simple story, but one with a huge lesson about facing challenges that might just stick with you. So, let me ask you something right off the bat. What if your entire world was a well? I mean, everything you know, everything that feels safe and normal, was all inside those walls. Just keep that picture in your mind as we go through this story. Our story kicks off with, you guessed it, a frog in a well. And for this little frog, this well isn't just its home, it's the whole universe. I mean, really think about that for a second. Your whole life. The same cool, damp walls, that one little circle of sky above you. That's it. Day after day, the same view. But, for our frog, something's about to shift. A new idea is starting to bubble up. And boom, there it is. That's the spark, right? I must see what is beyond this well. That one powerful thought is what kicks this whole story into gear. It's that nagging desire to find out if there's more to life than what you already know. So, with this new goal, our frog doesn't just sit around thinking about it. Nope, it takes action. Let's see how that first big try goes. Okay, so the frog starts scrambling up those slick, wet walls. First jump, nice. Second jump, even higher. It's actually making some real progress, getting about halfway up the well. It's got momentum. But this is also the exact point where the climb gets really, really tough. And this is where things get really interesting. Because the real battle here isn't the physical wall. It's all about what's going on in your head. It's a classic tale of two totally different mindsets. And there it is. That little voice of doubt starts whispering. After all that work, the frog makes the mistake of looking down. And fear just floods in. It starts thinking, whoa, this is high enough. What if I fall? And that voice, man, it's so convincing. And just like that, it's over. The dream is gone. The frog picks safety over the possibility. It gives up on the goal and slides right back down to the familiar comfort of the bottom of the well. But the story isn't over yet. Turns out, someone else saw the whole thing happen. Another frog, sitting a bit higher up, saw the exact same wall, the same challenge, but saw it in a totally different way. And this, right here, is the key difference. It's so simple. The first frog thought, this is enough, basically letting fear set the limit. But the second frog, its whole philosophy was just two words. I will not stop. That's it. A simple, powerful promise to itself. You see, this motto is what makes all the difference. The second frog isn't pretending it's easy. It knows it has to go slow. It acknowledges the fear. But the one thing it decides right from the start is that it's just not gonna stop. So what actually happens when you take on that kind of mindset? What's the payoff for just refusing to quit, even when it's hard? Look, this wasn't some flashy, heroic moment. It was a total grind. Day one, maybe just a little bit of progress. But day after day, that slow, steady effort starts to add up. It's not about one big moment of bravery. It's about the daily habit of trying again until one day it gets to the top. And then, finally, it pulls itself over the edge. For the very first time, it sees a world that isn't just a tiny circle of sky. So what's out there? What did all that effort earn it? It's just an explosion of everything. Huge green fields, colorful butterflies, feeling the sun for the first time, seeing a pond so big it makes the well look like a tiny puddle. This is what was waiting, just on the other side of that fear. So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? The entire story really comes down to the power of one single choice, doesn't it? The choice to push forward or to turn back. And you have to imagine, from the bottom of that well, the first frog is looking up and seeing what it could have had. That feeling, that regret is just crushing, realizing that whole amazing world was just one more leap away. And the only thing that stopped it was its own decision to quit. So let's be real, the well isn't just a well, right? It's our comfort zone. It's any limit we just kind of accept for ourselves because it feels safe, because we're afraid of what might happen if we try to climb out. It's a boundary that we build ourselves. And that's where this whole story lands, right back with you. We all have these wells, don't we? These things we started and then stopped because it got hard or scary. So the question the story leaves us with is a really personal one. What's your one more leap?